Big slide there for Pat Long. A little bit of difference in how the rear engine Porsche and the mid-engine Ferrari get through the corners. And they're going past the 58 car, which is a lap back with David Halliday, who's unwittingly getting in on that battle, as Guy Cosmo coming off a fantastic couple of races for ESM, and behind them is Fred Machiavicki, and he is the 4th place car in class in the other luxury racing car.
Guy Cosmo, remember this weekend they changed the engineer on the team. Up until now they've had Steve Chalice for the entire year. This weekend they've got a new one named Steve Buttville who's come in, and he's setting up the car differently. A much stiffer suspension for both cars. So it takes some getting used to, but so far, in talking with some of the team this morning, they were saying they think they like the feel of it so far. So that's really important. Also remember to point out that's the only car out there with the paddle shifters. Now going into this weekend, at one point they had a problem. They were concerned that they weren't going to get it right. They were almost ready to dump it, but they felt they invested so much time. One of the crew members came up with a workaround that actually caused it to go even better, and now they're very happy with those paddle shifters.
As you said before, they are trailblazers.
Yeah, Dr. Steve Bunkle there, the doc, a massively accomplished engineer in Europe, and he always enjoys coming over to the United States. He's done some work over here with various teams in the past, and that completely different setup. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit getting used to, but that car running beautifully.
Machiavicki goes to the outside going into turn 7. Very close between the two Ferraris there. 2nd, 3rd and 4th in the GT battle, heading off onto the fastest part of the circuit, the back straight here at Road Atlanta.
Been the day that Audi had planned for. Tom Christensen, you had a puncture early, then you had damage with the GT car. How dirty is it out there around the circuit?
No, it's incredibly challenging. It's unfortunate things happened just after the restart on to turn 3. It's very close behind Bordet. Going over the curb, trying to avoid everything, and then suddenly the Lotus turns in on me, and I can't really stop. I'm almost come to probably 0, more or less full stop, and he causes a puncture. And a little bit later, I was hit after I outbraked the Ford GT into turn 10 and going out of 10B. I was hit in the back from probably that car, and it's very mental, tough out there, and the traffic is immense hard, so it hits us hard in the beginning. Hopefully we can have a good race from now on.
With the damage that was on the car, could you feel anything? Did you still have all the power that you needed?
Yeah, the power is there. It was the puncture, obviously, we had to come in. I think it was not very good in aerodynamics, but apart from that, the car is safe and no problem, but probably not the fastest of the straight at these moments.
Audi number 2 looking to play recovery for the rest of this race.
And what Tom is saying there about the aero is borne out by the fact I've been watching McNish's time, and he's seldom, Jeremy, been under 1:14 as his teammate Timo Bernhard, coming up to 2 hours on lap number 76, comes into the pit lane.
Yes, the number 1 is pulled to a stop. I'm not sure if this was scheduled or not. Fuel is going in right now. They're going around and adjusting tire pressure, so it looks like this is going to be a fuel-only pit stop. A new drink bottle for Timo Bernhard. Fuel is almost complete. Looks like he might have been pretty close to empty. This is a very long fuel stop for these guys. They're going to send him out as soon as this fuel is done. No other work will be done, and the number 1 is fired up.
Huge amount of fuel going in there. The special fuel, the special drinks bottle, designed by Howden Haynes actually, and the guys at Progressive Motorsport. That means it's slightly pressurised into the system, and it's literally a plug in, plug out with a dry brake. So they've even thought of things like that at Audi, just to save those precious tenths of seconds. So Timo Bernhard came in some 30 seconds ahead, but he's obviously now given up the lead to this car, Nicolas Lapierre.
Yeah, I reckon that was probably a scheduled stop there for the Audi. Certainly it seemed like a long fuel stop there.
Diesel does flow a bit slower nowadays,
yeah,
of course.
True.
I think Jimmy might have nailed it and said they went pretty long on the fuel.
Yeah, no, they did. And it's been an hour since they were on pit lane, and we can expect to see the other who else we can expect to see on pit lane fairly soon? I would think we'd see